Tested. Hi, I'm Will from Tested.
I'm Norm from Tested.
So, what do we have today?
We have something really, really cool. It's the Wacom.
Wacom.
Wacom?
Wacom.
The Wacom Inkling. So this is announced.
I don't have an inkling what you're talking about.
Oh no, the jokes. Wacom makes drawing tools for designers, artists.
Tablets.
Yeah, so they have the bamboo.
Like
the quick look with bamboo.
Right. They have that Cintiq, which is like an LCD
Super
screen
nice,
with
that
a
you can actually
pressure
draw on,
sensitive.
like graphic artists.
Gabe at Penny Arcade uses that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this is not that. This is kind of like a note-taking scanner replacement tool.
Okay.
And it's called the Inkling. It's $200. It's very new. And
what is it? What's in the box?
Well, yeah, it's a box. So it's a really cool package. And
Expensive for a box. It's $200.
Exactly.
Okay.
What you get is a pen.
Okay.
So it's a pen.
I'll hold that.
Okay. A scanner. This thing.
Okay.
And a USB cable and some pen refills. So this is a carrying case.
Okay, and it's also the charger,
Also
right?
the charger.
Okay.
So it's electronic. So I'm gonna tell you how it works. You have this clip-on thing.
Okay.
And you can clip this on any sheet of paper. So
Okay.
there are other devices out there that capture note-taking.
Okay.
And the technology is built into the pen, but you have to use special
So
paper.
those have like a camera and there's micro things in the pen.
dots.
So yeah,
Right,
so,
it's
so
light
like,
blue dots on paper.
it follows the grid.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the paper, that's like ink cartridges for printers. You have to buy the paper. It can be expensive. Here, you can use any sheet of paper. They say up to A4 size, so meaning
Like
8.5
by
8.5 by almost 12, but it can actually do bigger.
So
A2 size.
Like I have a normal moleskin reporter's notebook here. We're gonna clip this thing onto that.
Yeah, I'll show you how it works.
yeah.
So there's a clip right now. It charges, so there's a battery in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna press the power button. Red means it's just loading, not ready yet. And then to press the power button also. And the power button's actually a little trickier on the pen. I found easier just to pop it open and.
Okay.
There you go. So green light. So they're synced up.
Where's the actual power button if you don't?
It's the top. That's
you just mash the
hold it
top.
down.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a battery in here and a battery in here as well. You have to charge them both. Takes about 3 hours to charge.
This looks like a AAA or something.
No, it's a weird like proprietary battery. It's a small little.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
But it's
like a
rechargeable.
Camera battery. Okay.
Yeah, lithium ion. So 2 batteries. The green lights are synced. So it's a clip, and I'm just gonna clip to the side of your notepad, but you can actually clip it anywhere. The bottom, the corner, the side.
So this is probably not the best notepad for doing this because it's a flip open at the top.
Exactly.
The natural place is to put it on the top of like a legal pad or something.
Exactly.
Like
Legal pad, but it will still work on the side or in the corner. I'm gonna show you where the lights mean right now. There's a green light on the notepad right now. It means it's synced up with the pen. And then on the front here, there are 2 infrared projectors. So it uses ultrasound and infrared. And on the actual pen,
It uses ultrasound too?
well, ultrasound and infrared. It's
Really?
two emit.
Okay, so there's two types of data coming in.
Yep.
That's cool.
And on the pen on the tip, you can actually see sensor bars right here.
Okay.
And it goes all the way around, so it doesn't matter how you hold the pen.
Is this sensing here, or is this just reflecting back and it's picking
I
up?
think it's reflecting back.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's just like
you
little
need
mirrors.
line of sight. The limitation is you have to draw 2 centimeters away, at least 2 centimeters away from where the
Conveniently,
clip-on bar
I
is.
think the grid on my notepad is 1 centimeter
Yeah,
per
exactly.
square.
So, about a few squares away. So,
Okay.
And then basically draw. So, why don't you draw your favorite animal?
Ooh, I love animals. Okay.
Draw. I don't know what your favorite animal is. Just draw.
Okay. Are you gonna have to guess?
So Will is. I didn't give you any specific instructions on how to draw. Yeah, you're kind of lightly sketching.
I went to kindergarten. I know how to draw.
If you look on the sensor bar, there's a green light in the middle that actually activates when it's sensing. So I was actually surprised the accuracy on this is really, really good. It doesn't pick up unless the pen is actually touching the paper, if you have a flat sheet of paper.
I'm really bad at drawing.
And
also.
it will get pretty sensitive. It'll detect how sensitive your strokes are. So you can like push really hard and the strokes will get bigger. They say about 1,000 points of sensitivity, but it's a little less than that, I think.
I chose poorly.
Okay, keep on drawing.
I ran out of space.
I don't know what that is. Is that a horse? Is that a headless horse? Kind of looks like
Can
a
you
headless
erase?
horse. No, you can't erase. It's a pen.
Oh.
Yeah. It does use refillable cartridges. So in the charging case, they include 4 refillable cartridges. They're just standard 1mm ballpoint pen cartridges. You can buy them anywhere. Wacom will sell them to you, but you can buy them at stationery stores. Different colors.
And so you can use different finenesses, different colors, whatever you want.
Okay. You've drawn a horse.
No, it's a hippopotamus.
Oh, it's a hippo. Okay.
I love hippopotamuses.
So there's another button on the sensor bar. I'm gonna hit it right now.
Okay.
And that actually activates layers.
Oh, okay. So now I can
now
put a
you can
bird on the
draw-
hippopotamus.
Exactly. You can draw a saddle on it. Ride the hippo.
It's the most dangerous land animal in Africa. You don't ride
That would be
hippopotamuses.
The biggest badass would ride the hippo.
Crazy. I'm gonna draw one of those little birds that sits on the hippo's back and eats the vermin.
That makes perfect sense.
I made his neck.
Take your sweet time drawing, Will.
You're
an artist.
You can't rush quality art.
Now,
God damn it, Chan.
What I found is that it's actually best if you use a pencil to slightly sketch what you want to draw first. I don't know how artists work.
So then you're saying you just become an inker.
And then exactly. Well, you're using ink, and you trace over your original art.
It's not an ink. It's tracing, man. It's not a skill. That's not. That's,
then you're
Yeah, I guess you can shade. Can you shade and stuff like that?
You can totally shade. So go draw some shade on your hippo.
I'm gonna give him a shady belly.
All right.
Because the sun's up here.
All right. Well, see, there you go. Now you're drawing the sun too high.
Oh, it's not going to see it.
And the green light
we'll see.
Didn't pop up.
We'll see.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm shading.
And then write some text. So
I'm going to sign it.
Okay. It's a Will Smith original.
Yeah, we'll post this on the internet. You can use it as your wallpaper. So it's not going to pick up things like lines on the pad. I think you could probably overlay that in the software when we do this. And I'm just going to write hello. You can write, it has pretty fine resolution, right?
Yeah, so you can actually use this for like note-taking. I imagine architecture students, or even if you're doing something with math, like drawing out math notes.
Well, it's one of those things that, like when I was in college, I did a lot of science classes, and having a computer would have been awesome, except for a massive amount of chemistry and biology and physics classes were about making diagrams and stuff like that.
Diagrams
you can't really do on a
formulas,
laptop.
And OCR doesn't really work for that. But so it's basically a scanner. It doesn't do real-time import, of course. I have to connect to the computer. So now, you're drawing really small.
I'm seeing how small it gets.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you done? This is masterpiece?
I'm going to make one more layer.
Okay. So you have to press, okay.
I did.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Are you done? Finally.
Why not?
So you can actually do many pieces of paper. If you unclip it, clipping it again will create a new file.
I just flipped my page. That's how I make a new piece of paper.
And then you clip it again. So you don't actually press additional buttons. It's
Okay.
just reclipping it. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to actually import it.
Yeah, I want to see
let's
what
plug
this
it
looks
in.
like.
The software is actually in here.
Wait,
so
what?
There's no CD.
Okay.
Because it charges over USB.
So it's self-contained.
Very
Mac and
self-contained.
PC?
Mac and PC software,
Okay.
both on here. It's really cool. I love this carrying case because I can just either plug it directly into the computer or put it in the carrying case.
And it seems like it would fit in like a jacket pocket or something like that.
And then the
pretty
pen
easily.
plugs in right there.
Okay, the pen only goes one way though, right?
Only goes one
it seems
way.
like the charger's in the little.
And there's even a
part of the
spot
pen.
for the USB cable, which I like.
Yep.
It coils up perfectly.
I like that.
I could pop that out. It's just regular mini USB.
Okay, so you don't have to bust it out if you don't want to.
And then the carrying
Okay,
case,
so plug it in the laptop.
I'm gonna plug
Let's see what
it
this
in
does.
and let's run the software.
Okay, so you plugged the Inkling in. You can plug the little clip thing directly into. You don't have to
You don't have to
plug it
use
into
the case. You can plug the clip directly in USB.
Okay. And it's mini USB or micro?
It's just mini.
Mini.
USB.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see what. Let's see.
All right.
Let's see
So
my
the software is
masterwork.
called Inkling Sketch Manager. Super easy to install. It pops up when you plug it in.
Okay.
And right now, this is your sketch.
I'm bad at drawing.
Yeah, look at that.
That's
It's
what I
your
just
sketch.
learned.
I can zoom in, and it's actually 600 DPI.
Okay.
And the cool thing is that it saves as a vector graphic.
Okay, so that
it's
means
scalable.
it'll get bigger or smaller. It's not a bitmap.
It's
There's
not
no
a bitmap.
pixels.
No. You can save it as a bitmap. You can export it in a bunch of file types. We'll show you
Okay.
that. So, like, you're writing really tiny text.
My handwriting is
over
really
here,
bad, so.
And it got all these small little nuances.
So there's some places. Hold on though. It looks like there's some places that, like, when you get in real low resolution, it may not be. It looks like it's telling when you're writing by pressure on the pen tip. So when you lift off, it seems like that's.
And
the
also
thing,
the
right?
speed of the strokes of your pen.
Okay.
So if you do really fast strokes, then it won't pick that up. Also, if you use this outdoor in really bright sunlight because it's IR, the sun might get in the way. It works best indoors.
Okay.
The other restriction is don't use straight edges. Like you draw lines because it can also
Because it'll block the sensor.
It'll block the sensor.
Or if you're left-handed, you have to make sure you put the clip in a way that it's not going to
So
block the
back to the software. The software's super cool. You can you see the layers on the side, so let me zoom out.
We only did 2 layers, it looks like.
Yeah, only 2 layers. I think
I did a third.
You need to see the light blink for the 3rd layer. So I can like hide
Okay, so no hippo. Hippo?
Yep,
no
there we
hippo,
go.
no bird?
Yep.
It looks like I missed one of the lines there, maybe because I was too close to the sensor.
Yeah.
And only part of my sun came in.
Exactly, because you got too close.
Okay.
And there's also a player feature, so you can actually watch your drawing sketch out in real time.
So then can you export this to Photoshop as a vector?
Yes, very cool. So I'm going to stop this playback
That's
thing.
boring, I don't care about
I think it's a cool feature. I don't know how, like maybe teachers might use that.
I'm
or
never
something.
going to use that.
You'll never use that.
Yeah.
You can export it, save it, and you can also save as a different format. So right now I can save as PNG, JPEG, PDF, scalable vector graphic, which is what Illustrator can read. But you can also export directly to Illustrator Photoshop. So I'll show that right now. So
let's do that.
Actually, I'm going to show another drawing. So I had Anna, who's
Anna can draw.
Anna can draw.
Yeah, I can't draw. That's what we learned.
She draws a bean cat. So I'm going to go back and show you her drawing.
Why is it called Bean Cat?
Because it's a cat that kind of looks like a bean.
It seems
And this is a Boy Scout bean cat. It's a very
Oh,
cool
there you
drawing.
go.
I can just show you. This is the real drawing.
Okay, that's the
on
put it on
camera.
put on the tablet. Anna's looks much better than my drawing. I had somebody who can draw do
And there are multiple layers. Again, I can hide the layers. I think her background is a different layer. It actually shows different colors. And in the file, I can actually export directly to Photoshop. I'm going to show you both Photoshop and Illustrator.
Why aren't you exporting my awesome drawing instead of
it wasn't
Anna's?
that awesome. And so, like people like webcomic artists, they can draw backgrounds, and I think it's really helpful, especially it being a vector, because then you can like smooth out the lines.
Yeah.
You're sketching it. So this is the image in Photoshop, and it's cool. It can actually show you the entire enhance.
Ooh, it keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And then I can remove the layers.
Okay. Oh, so it imports the layers into Photoshop?
Yeah, it actually shows you in the history how it's processing the file as the information is being sent over from the sketch manager.
So is this a vector at this point now too?
This is not. In Photoshop, it is not a vector.
But if you import it into Illustrator, it'll be a vector.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
neat.
I can go back in here.
Does it work with other stuff? Is CorelDRAW still a thing? Is that even still around?
Well, I think if you save an SVG, a bunch of different files, like open source image editing programs.
And you can
read
upload
SVG.
it. It's even supported in web browsers now too.
Exactly. So you can do web apps. So this is it in Illustrator.
Oh, cool.
And I can select it. Oh, it's still loading. There it goes. Whoa.
Whoa, super
I'm
zoom.
holding. Okay, and then you can.
Whoa, everything's green.
Well, that's because these are different layers, and
you
these are just the
selected
points.
things. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it is a vector.
Okay, that's
And
awesome.
That is, I think,
And it
super...
picked up pressure differentials that actually didn't show up on the original
There
drawing.
goes the 1,000 different points of pressure.
Yeah,
sensitivity.
1,000 points of pressure.
I also had a real artist. My dad draw something for me.
Your dad's an artist?
Actually, I was going to say I drew it. I drew my favorite animal. It's a tiger.
Wow.
My father tiger drew this.
Oh man, your dad is awesome at drawing tigers.
Yeah. And I imported that, so I'm going to show you that.
Hold it.
Sure. So this is actually bigger than your standard A4. I just want to see a big sheet of paper, like artists actually
See how far it went.
And he actually did a lot of fine shading stuff. It doesn't transfer over perfectly. So with this amount of detail, it's not necessarily the best. It's most likely for drawing outlines, and then you import it, and then you
It's for taking notes, is what it seems like.
So I'll show you this image actually.
Set this back down. That is amazing. I like that he's drinking water. Tiger's got a drink, man.
And so this is what it looks like in the sketch manager.
Okay.
And so you actually get, again, all those points of sensitivity. When this is drawn...
So let's zoom into a specific line. I want to see some specific stuff. Like it looks like in some places here he actually drew outside of the lines a little bit, which
and it shows drawing outside the lines.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. So it keeps the perspective right as it goes. That's pretty amazing. I think this is more a tool for people who want to take notes and digitize them and send them out to people than maybe necessarily hardcore artists.
Right. It's very different from the Cintiq and the Bamboo because you don't get the real-time feedback.
Right.
A lot of people who draw, they like drawing with that pen on the pad and then seeing it in Photoshop, whatever software they use, in real time, because then they can adjust and delete.
But I mean, if you're a comic artist, you go to Comic Con or someplace like that, and you have a bunch of sketching. Like I would love to plug this up to the people and just capture not only how they draw, but what they draw, but how they draw. Seems pretty cool.
Claim it as your own work.
That's pretty neat. So how much is this? $200?
It's $200. It's on sale now on Amazon. It's
how long does the battery last? Do we know?
The battery lasts, they say 8 hours for the pen and 15 hours for the clip. It takes about 3 hours to charge. I charge it for about like an hour and a half, and then I drew for an hour and no problem.
Will like the pen charge when it's not plugged in off of the other thing, or not so much?
No, you need the pen only charges when it's in the case. The clip charges when it's just plugged in.
Does it come with a brick as well, or is it just off of USB?
That's off just USB.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
$200. I mean, that's pretty neat. I've never seen anything like that before, and it beats the hell out of those old solutions where you had to buy the special pads.
Yeah.
So Wacom
Inkling.
I didn't have an inkling what it was called when I had to say that.
I'm Will. I'm Norm.
See you guys next time.
Bye.